Hi guys. No teaching English today. I'm going to talk about the importance of reading books. Do you know that I haven't put the television on in about 6 to 8 months? I haven't actually watched television. The television hasn't been put on. Why? Because I've spent the time reading books. Whatever free time I have, I read books. I love reading books. But for those of you who don't, and there are many who don't, I know that, it is a great practice to read books if you really want to become fluent in English. A little bit, maybe 20 pages a day, even that will help you. If you don't want to pick up a book, just watch English news with subtitles, read along, read a blog, go somewhere, find something to read, a magazine, a newspaper, or even comics, English comics. It goes a long way. There are many benefits of reading. Well, the first one is knowledge. You gain a lot of knowledge when you read books, knowledge of so many things around the world. It is a great form of brain exercise. You exercise your brains, your imagination. You're forced to think. You're forced to imagine so many things, visualize it in your mind. Reading definitely improves your focus because you're focused on what you're reading. You're paying attention, trying to understand and grasp it. This is more so for those who are not so fluent in English. You really have to pay attention to understand what you are reading. Reading is great for the memory because you remember what you've read. It stays in your mind. You pay attention, you remember what you've read. It really improves your memory. Of course, when we are talking about English, how can we not talk about communication skills? Well, reading books helps in communication skills because you have so many more ideas in your head. You have so many more topics to talk about, so many subjects, new things to bring up in a conversation. Reading also helps with empathy. You can empathize with people because you understand. You can understand people's pain, the problems people are going through. It really makes you a better person. Reading strengthens your brain. How, you would ask? Well, research shows that old age is really crucial for your brains, for your memory. If you read, it strengthens your brain and your brain functions better even in old age. It definitely builds vocabulary. The more you read, the more words you have in your mind and you can use them in your conversation and when you're writing. Reading reduces strain. We have so much strain in our daily lives, whether it is work-related or it is related to our families. You read, just like when you watch a movie, you get lost in another world and your mind is totally diverted from the problems that you're facing. So reading is such a great getaway. Maybe we don't have that kind of money. We're not financially so well off that we can travel anywhere in the world. Well then, pick up a book. Read about the different places and visualize them. You can picture those beautiful places in your head and it definitely reduces strain. Why is it that when we watch a movie, we forget about all our problems, the strains, the pressure, the daily life, mundane routine? Because we are totally engrossed in the story. We are not thinking about the problems back home. That goes the same for the book. Pick up a book and you will just escape your worries, your strain. Reading is very good for those suffering from depression. It is great for the mind and for your soul. It really enriches your mind and soul and your depression takes a backseat because you're so engrossed in reading. You don't want to think about your problems. You want to know what happens next in the book. You want to know what happens next in the story. Reading is also great for a good night's rest. Well, if you read before sleeping, then you really get a good sleep. You know, doctors say that if you read 20 pages a day, even 20 pages a day, especially before going to sleep, you can sleep better. You get a better night's rest. So, friends, why not pick up a book? Give it a try. Right now, I'm reading The Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. Now this is fantasy genre. It talks about kings, princes, high princes, magicians, not exactly magicians, but it has magic. You have gods, you have the anti-gods, supernatural powers. But most of all, it tells us what a man is capable of. No matter what the past is like, what a man is capable of, how great a normal human being can become by just tapping into his or her own inner potential. Of course, I love fantasy, so I love reading such books. But this one, I'm already on my sixth book from the same story, the same series, and the next two have been ordered. Where do you think my time goes, my free time, reading books? Because it's not that I just want to escape from reality. I really enjoy reading books. And how do I improve myself? Everyone needs improvement. There's scope of improvement in everyone. So I read books. I get more ideas. The vocabulary becomes better. Please pick up a book. So for those beginners and those who want to read easy books, I have a list of books that I would like you to pick up. Maybe you could pick up The Fault in Your Stars. If you haven't heard about it, go Google it. The Fault in Our Stars. Harry Potter. Matilda by Roald Dahl. The Room on the Roof by Ruskin. The Lord of the Rings. Animal Farm. Or you could just read some comics like Tintin. Go read blogs on fashion, travel, current affairs, whatever interests you. But my friends, read daily. Start with one paragraph, 1 page, 5 pages, 10 pages, till you get to the 20-page figure. And once you get hooked on to reading, like I am, you won't be able to put the book down. So when there are so many advantages to reading, what is stopping you?